Hey, how you doing? How you doing? This is gonna be a quick little trade recap, to be honest. Nothing simple. I'm not gonna lie, I did not take anything, just due to the fact that market, I just missed my entry, and I honestly might set limit orders in play after my entry just completely just missing me. I am kind of missing in setting limit orders. I've had bad times with that in the past in my previous videos. I'm pretty sure there's a video literally titled how my limit order didn't fill and it made me miss my whole setup. That was pretty unfortunate. But yeah, I think I honestly might come back to limit orders just because off of this one play, after hitting the key level and displacing into one of my entry models, we ended up not closing where I wanted to close. We ended up just dipping in the running pass, and then just my entry just fled without me. But we'll talk about this coming into today. But first, let's talk about today. We had news, 8:15. This was ADP, non-farm employment, non-farm payroll. Well, non-farm employment change. Then Friday, we have actually NFP. So coming into today, I wanted previous day lows actually. Like I genuinely wanted previous day lows. These are my executions from last trade, and as you can see, I didn't take any trade because my freaking entry just didn't come in. But yeah, I'm just gonna turn off executions because okay, I wanted previous day lows coming into play. Previous day lows right here. I wanted previous day lows. Why? Why would I want previous day lows, bro? Just look at the order flow. Come in. I mean, to be honest, was looking like, I mean, honestly, we are still bullish on the 4 hour, but I did want previous day lows, to be honest, just because of the way it was looking like. Um, we were just respecting all bearish order flow. We come into this order block. We ended up respecting this order block, just trading down below it. However, we did create these gaps, and what I was told, this huge reversal was honestly just caused by just news, not news, but like Trump and like his tariffs or something. I'm not too sure. But whatever it was, we ended up catching the move. Well, not really catching because my entry didn't come in. But honestly, in hindsight, we did catch the move. But yeah, I wanted previous day lows because just the way order flow was just trading down to it on the lower time frames, it was looking pretty good. Um, excuse me. We had this 15-minute imbalance coming in the market open. We had this 15-minute imbalance right here. We ended up disrespecting. Ended up having this 5-minute gap. We ended up disrespecting as well. What else? We also had on the 1 minute. We also had a 1 minute SMT that did not, unfortunately. One second. Yeah. Okay. So we had a 1 minute SMT that unfortunately did not get placed over here. Honestly, it was looking like an SMT was due. To be honest, it was looking like an SMT was due, but unfortunately, we ended up failing to make one, which ended up creating this bullish uh key reversal. Not key reversal, but ended up creating this whole bullish reversal up. Um, we came into data highs. This was the 8:15 news. I mean, no, not 8:15. Yeah, 8:15 news that ADP made. We came into data highs. We ended up inversing this 15-minute gap as well. We ended up coming into these gaps. And after disrespecting all bearish order flow, I was like, okay, you know what? It's time to switch to bias. Even though it wasn't 10 o'clock yet, we still had to wait for the hourly candle to see what it wanted to do. I was pretty confident after disrespecting all of these imbalances on the way up and just multiple Drake wicks to the upside. I myself was pretty confident that we're going to want to take a huge reversal and to come into, excuse me, and coming into taking out London session highs and potentially Asian session highs, which we actually did. But that being said, yeah, on the 5 minute, we didn't really have anything besides just breaker structure. It was pretty simple, to be honest. Not simple, but it was pretty textbook, at least for my continuation models. We had this imbalance right here that we ended up getting a tap into on the lower time frame. So what did I do with that? I saw I scaled down to the 3 minute. Did we tap into the 5 minute on the 3 minute or on the 1 minute? Yes, we did. So what do I do after that? I scaled down to the 1 minute and literally looked for any sort of continuation confluence. We had this gap right here that was holding up quite strong, but in equilibrium we were in the discount. I mean, we were in the premium, and you do not want to longer than premium. That's pretty common sense. I want to price to dip down into this low right here, into discounted price into this gap and fill in this gap and then take off London session highs. We had this huge accumulation, not huge accumulation range. Well, yeah, huge accumulation range right here. Whoa, excuse me. Um, whoa. Okay, had this accumulation range right here. We ended up coming down into this gap. However, I was waiting for a closure out of this gap. This is where limit orders should have came into play. Honestly, I could have literally just set a limit at like 9,000, like 550. Okay, bruh. Like 19,515 right here, and honestly, like anywhere in this range, and then I could have just set my TP right here, and then I could have just set my my stop loss literally just below the gap and like below equilibrium right here. This would have been a cool 2RR right here. Unfortunately, that was not the case. Limit orders might have to come in clutch from now on. If it's like I'm seeing the huge accumulation range right here, and then like I see prices dip back in, and we just dip out just instantly. This was my trade idea, to be honest. I wanted this price action, especially from my past mistakes and my past trading videos. I've lost trades due to huge imbalances being left out. And what huge imbalance was this that was left out? This was this little tiny gap on the 5 minute. But we ended up tapping into that on the little time frames as well. But on the 1 minute, this was a huge imbalance that from past mistakes I realized price likes to draw in towards before it takes off. Why, you're asking? Because after we draw it into this gap right here, not invalidating it, just accumulating orders back and forth, it's clear to assume price wants to at least come and draw in towards this gap as well. Otherwise, we would have been taking out all these not failure swings, but taking out all these relatively equal highs right here, and we would have just kept on going, pushing up to London session highs and Asian session highs. But to me, it was pretty obvious that price wants to at least come down into this area liquidity, imbalanced liquidity pool, and fill in an order or two before taking off, and that is exactly what we did. We ended up coming in same candle after accumulation, mini manipulation, and then just complete distribution to the downside. Distribution to the upside, and that was pretty much it. We ended up coming in for Asia session highs as well later on, but my whole focus is really just London session highs, because after this huge key reversal, and that's when the 10 o'clock candle closed, it was pretty obvious that we were going to come high for previous day highs, Asian session highs, and then yeah. Other than that, that was pretty much the trade idea, the trade for today. Overall, April still starting off pretty good for the win yesterday. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Today was just a really just quick video because there's nothing really to topic or go over about. It was pretty textbook in my opinion, like after the huge reversal. Good example to not marry your bias. It was pretty unfortunate that we did not get previous day lows like how I anticipated. But if the market says we're going up, and there's good proof to show that we're going up, you better believe that we're going up, and we're gonna take out key levels as soon as we go up. And after we took out London session key levels, what did we have? We had a reversal. After we took out Asian session key levels, what did we had? We had a reversal. Previous day key levels, reversal. You know what I mean? Like every key level is gonna target a reversal. But other than that, that's pretty much it for today. Yeah, that's literally pretty much it. It was just simple day. Day trading is just so like I just love it, bro. Like in the beginning it was pretty hard, but like now it's still hard, but it's like as you go along and like you take everything serious, you'll realize that everything starts coming together bit by bit. Like, you know, I'm not talking about in the sense of profitability, but I'm just talking about in the sense of consistency. Like you'll become like me compared to somebody who only trades like who only opens charts like once every like month and a half. You could definitely tell the difference. But unless they're a swing trader, then by all means they got that. But nonetheless, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm about to go upload some TikToks right now, and yeah, I love you guys. See you guys tomorrow. Peace. Mwah.